Okay, there I am. Pardon my unruly hair. I don't comb it. I don't. Well, I wash it obviously when I take a shower, but I don't comb it or nothing. And it needs to be cut. So, and it's probably looks so ragged because even though I shave my hair, it's probably at different lengths or something. So, it probably grows at different lengths. And then when I sleep and I wake up, then my hair gets all weird and matted and stuff. So, apologies for that. Um, let's see. Okay, that was that. This is the current. Okay, so this is what I was going to do. That's right. Um, so I guess I won't use. Well, I mean, technically, it'll still probably use AI because I'm going to do a search, and then Brave always comes up with Brave Leo always comes up with a search result. Um, I'm going to continue working on a little bit of the code there. I may or may not get to the save button today. I'm still thinking that I might want to at least see if I can get the chapter one done today. So if I do at least a chapter a day, then that means that I'm getting this done in a month. Or, what I said is I set a deadline to myself as the for the at the end of March of 2026, so that it would account for everything because I still need to do like a narrative pass. That means after I got all the pages that I want in there, all the rooms or chapters or whatever you want to call them, all running and working, then I need to go over and make it sound like a story, like you're reading a story, like you're reading a book, sort of like a choose your own adventure book, right? And when I do that, then I'll look into probably uploading it to itch.io just so that there is something there to play around with. I don't imagine there's going to be a lot of people wanting to download it, even or play it or whatever, even if you can play it in the browser. But that's okay because the whole point is the whole process of the game is and going through the phases and stuff. So, um, yeah. So let's see how fast we can knock this out here. Um, let's see. Let's see. In GD script, how do I extract everything after a specific character in a string? See that? Use the find method to locate the position of the character, and then use substring to extract the substring from that position. Everything after an underscore in a string, like drain, you do the following. Position equals text find. Uh, if position is not equal -1, result text substring position plus 1. The result. Okay, that's pretty simple enough. So let's go ahead and, oop, that's the wrong deal. Okay. Okay, so we're going back up to here, and we're going to go ahead and, where is ID string? ID string is up there. That's okay. We can leave that up there. Um, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. ID string equals door2 underscore. Um, Give me a sec. It's code. It's code. Uh, Yes. This var pos equals find test string dot find hyphen. Okay, now if pos does not equal -1, then a string equals for 2 plus maybe pos, right? Pos plus 1 test string substring plus 1 else colon. There's at least one. So that way I can keep both in. So we'll just do this. Okay, find the next substring 4. Okay, let's do something here. We'll do up here, we'll say var name equals door to nowhere. That. Okay, and then we'll say string destination. What is this? It's not destination string, it's door.destination. Okay. Let's door name door to nowhere. And what we are going to say here is what are we doing the substring off of? Door.destination replace with space, and then var guest string equals where that. And it really doesn't need it. It doesn't need to be set, but I'll just do it anyways. Okay, so we'll say dest string equals, and we're not doing this door to nowhere thing here. We are going to do is we're going to do this. Control C. This. Control V. door. Okay, desk string equals door. And that would be pos plus 1. Okay, so that means if it finds the hyphen there, it'll do this. Else, uh, actually, let's not do it that way. Else, this string equals, was that control V right there. Okay, and then like this, plus desk string like that. And that way, what happens is we do the same thing. We go through, we find the destination string. Okay, that's not. Wait a second here. I should have. Oh, I'm gonna mess it up here, I think. Oh, I do it this way. Is door dot destination. Oh, okay, fine. Let's just do this. Uh, string. No, that's not. That's not it. That's not it either. This is what we want to do here. C, Control V. Let me see if I got that right. Uh, there we go. I'll just do this like I had it, because this doesn't really matter. Nowhere. Okay, so destination string is nowhere, nowhere. Position equals door dot destination dot find hyphen. If it's not equal -1, then destination string equals substring uh, position plus 1, and then it replaces the underscores with the spaces. Else destination string equals door dot destination substring replace it at the basically after the last underscore, and then this is makes this kind of shortened, so that should work fine, we hope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reload save scene, and hopefully nothing will change, because if nothing changes it means that it's working like it's supposed to. Load save scene to the twin brothers. Dorothy Hubert goes to school. Door two, door two, door two. And Bob's your uncle. Okay. Now, what I should be able to do now is I should be able to change to a hyphen like I want to. And that way it doesn't matter Um, okay, let's go. Okay, let's go in here. Let's go in here. Let's go to rooms. Uh, we are going to rename this. And actually, we can keep these up here, this main menu, and preface the same because of the extra code in there, right? So I can rename this. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to see if it works. 001 and okay, so what? Okay, before I do that, how do we decide to do that? I don't want the compact, I want the underscore. So underscore A and then dash. So rename, I'm gonna underscore A and then dash, like this. Oh, cancel. Um, okay, so it should look exactly the same. And if it says A dash, then I know that something went wrong. But if it doesn't, then I know that it went right. So, chapter 1, Hebert goes for help, and this is door 2, Hebert goes for help with the apostrophe. So it should be exactly the same. Reload, save scene. Okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Here. Okay, there we go. Back. Okay, that was just me. Okay, so scene. Whoop. Reload, save scene. And it looks like it's fine. What do we got over here? 01 underscore A dash Hebert goes for help. Creating room. And chapter 1, comma, Hebert goes for help. No problem. Of course, that's not a problem anyways. That's a different, the label's a different thing anyways. It's just that the door name works fine and the everything works fine. So it works fine. That means I can pretty much rename each of these as I could just do them as I go though. So that's great. We got that going now. Okay, so here's the thing. Do I go and work on... Oh, there is a problem though, isn't there? Those. Ah, there is kind of a problem though, isn't there? Oh, it doesn't look like a problem here though. Uh, goes for help. Oh, that's right. There is no... Actually, I don't know how come that's still working because here it goes for help here. Let me go to the door specs. That's weird. I wonder... Okay. We're gonna change this, of course, to underscore a hyphen. Okay. And we're going to say we're gonna save room data. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and reload save scene. Wait, that's not what? Okay, something's not right. I think it's because I don't have the ID correct. I forgot. I have to change the ID here too, as well. So, uh, a dash like that. Make sure in save room data, and it looks like it's restored. So, reload save scene. Make sure everything is good. Okay, that seems to be okay, right? I have to remember that. Okay, so if I'm going to change the name, I should also change the ID so that it matches perfectly. So change the name, change the ID, and change whatever door leads to it. So I got to remember that. It's not going to be a big deal in the. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should do all of them. Should I do all of them? I know I could do a group rename though. Um, nah, I couldn't do that, right? Because I can do a group rename because these are the same. So if I change all these, it would change all of them. And because these are all different, I cannot. Okay, so I have to actually rename them manually. So let's do that. Rename. This is gonna takes a long time, I guess. Not too long. I mean, it's only 20 items, but let's see here. Name underscore a dash rename underscore a dash rename underscore a dash rename a dash rename a dash Control C rename B rename V rename rename. Almost there. Mm-hmm. Rename. Almost there. That. Rename. Okay, we did that there. Now we have to do this to every single door in the place. Actually, we'll do it in every single each of these two. boring, boring stuff. That's okay. Um, still is kind of necessary though, because I'm changing. You know, I keep changing the file name. I'll probably end up changing the file name at some point in the future as well. In which case I'll have, in which case I'll have to do the same thing over and over again. Here. All right. And I still have to change the actual doors too. So okay. 11. Lost in Lapswood. Much Ado About Quicksilver. Chapter 12. Chapter 13, The Gnome Kingdom. Chapter 14, Terror in the Skies. You know, yeah, several allusions to books, right, in this thing. Uh, where it's sort of like writing a book, kind of. And I know this is supposed to be a game, and it will be. And it sort of is already, kind of. But also, they had chapter names in movie serials. So, uh, don't think of it just like a book. Think of it like a movie serial. Even though not having anything visual in here yet. John lands a date. Okay, so let's just go back up to the door. And let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay. Chapter 18, John finds a good book. And chapter 19, The Battle for Enchanted Lands. Okay. With respects, John finds a good book. With respects. In search of vacay princesses. And I spelled it vacay on purpose. Normally, uh, words like that are slang for shortening of a word. I don't normally like to do or say or whatever, but the idea is that, you know, maybe it's the Valley Girls saying it or something, or whatever. It's, I'm thinking princesses. I'm thinking vacation princesses. I'm thinking uh, these are, you know, teenage or 20 something brats, and they would use a term like vacay instead of vacation. You know what I mean? So there's the door. That. 13, the Gnome Kingdom. Chapter 12, Much Ado About Quicksilver. Okay, and let's bring these down. Boring, 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 boring. It's actually super boring for me. And you guys only have to watch it. I have to actually do it. So, or in some cases, you only have to listen to it. Uh, it's possible that I screwed some stuff up by selecting the wrong thing here. So, we'll have to see here in a second. Zanzibar the Great. Okay. Red Hot Riding Hood. Chapter 6. The unicorn goes to school. Chapter 5. The princess gets a room. Chapter 4. The tragedy of Sir William. Chapter 3. Hubert goes to school. I might have to change those names. Hubert goes to school and the unicorn goes to school. Because everybody's going to school now. Okay, Chapter 2, The Twin Brothers. And then that goes to preface, and preface is already correct. So I can leave those numbers, the 3 numbers on if I want to, and for the rest of this I can do it like I want to do here. Now, that being said, I have to save, then I have to save room data, then I have to make sure reload saved scene. Okay. Everything look good? It does. Here it goes for help. That's fine. Chapter 2, The Twin Brothers. That's fine. Chapter 3, Hebrew goes to school. That's fine. Okay, let's just look down here visually. Because visually, it should be all congruent, like it would have been originally. And of course, there's no door here. 20. John lands a date. All right, now. I am just going to go ahead and I want to see if I can get, I don't know, see if I can get what I need done here. So let me go back into what well, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go back in here. Hubert goes for help. Hubert goes for help. Oh, come on. I spent too much time on that. Hyphen. Decimal system. Okay. So problem, how to get John into Enchanted Lands. Solution, send John a ticket to allow him to open a portal to Enchanted Lands. Make sure each chapter is set up as a problem solution thing. Yep. Casual arc, natural way to split beats. Got send the ticket. She'll choose the method on 2 methods on John's side. However, we would just be receiving the ticket instead of having 2 paths to getting the ticket. That works nicely. Keep the 2 methods on Hubert's side as the upstream cause. Let John's single decision point reflect which method was used. That way, you reuse the old pages of that extra work. You preserve the half magic, half dual method flavor. You get a natural decision split for the chapter without adding new branching elsewhere. It immediately ties the problem solution framework to a single interactive moment. Okay. So let us go back to this. Okay. Okay, problem solution. Um, I just have to think about how to structure this now. So the problem is Hubert needs external help, and uh, in order to bring that external help here, he needs to send him a Quicksilver ticket. Okay. And so essentially, this is all the second half here. Okay. He then spots John, pulls up info about him, and then sets him in a convenience store to grab a Benny Wonky bar. Okay, I'm just thinking if I can simplify this. I wanted all the events that you have to read or have to go through to do it, but I think I really need like a simplification of this, and then so all that choosing of John and stuff won't be in this part here. So let's say I'm gonna recreate this page here, and okay, so here's the thing, right? The show don't tell part. Um, Actually, let's look at the preface real quick. Look at the preface. Okay, preface. Whoop, preface, whatever. Okay, so this is the dust jacket deal here, you know. And Enchanted Lands was sold to mysterious figure Max. Many people ever since then. King closed down resorts at acting strangely to prepare to get uh to seek. So to prepare to seek outside to get external help. Give me a quick second here. Sorry about that. I've been back. Welcome, Rook. Um, okay, I'm looking at the preface, right? Uh, sold a mysterious figure named Max. Uh, okay, so we already know here from the little intro that he's looking for external help. Okay, so that's good. Um, okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, search for someone to help. We already know he's looking for someone to help, so Hubert looks around his home. Uh, checks out various spell books, scrolls, and loose papers, and then goes to his crystal ball. That's actually a lot of words for a line, but ah, that's probably okay though, I think. In fact, let's look, okay, Control S, save room data. Let's actually run this, making sure everything's working still. Wanting to continue. Okay, yeah, there's actually plenty of room out here to the, but the point is that these are about the same length, which is interesting. I forget what length I was going for when I was going for each of these lines. I mean, it's not going to matter in the final thing. It's going to read like a paragraph, and so I'm not going to have any like line breaks like that, except for in between paragraphs maybe. Okay, so uh, after going through a few candidates, he settles on John. John Thomas. He's from Cerulia. Happens to be our realm. Okay. Um, John is am I gonna do that? Am I gonna do the I'm not gonna do the separate thing. It's just just gonna get the ticket, right? Walking home from work when he stops into a um convenience store. I don't know what you call them in the UK. We call them convenience stores, like 7-Eleven and essentially they're a chain of corner stores. Uh, a lot of the times nowadays you can get gas at them. They don't always have gas, but they always, almost always have a little small bit of groceries that cost way more than they should, and then all kinds of snacks, chips or crisps, as you say in the UK, what we call chips, basically, and candy bars and cookies and soda pop, and um, beer and stuff. So we call them convenience stores. Store. Okay. And here's the deal, right? Boom, 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 boom. Gets his favorite candy bar. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. I'd say into as one word. Into a convenience store. Um, Hebert uh, tries to figure out a way to send a Quicksilver ticket to John. And the other thing is let's do something. Okay. Say room data. Um, and then goes to his crystal ball after going through a few candidates. He settles. He settles on John Thomas. Settles on John Thomas. Okay. All right. So this is the part where you know what I should do? Even if it's the way it is, I need to go ahead and make a backup here. Rooms copy. Which one was that? That's that one. Rooms backup. Okay, rooms backup is this old one here. Um, okay, so we're gonna do something here. Cut. Let's go to this one here. Right. Paste. Wait. Paste. Rename it. Backup 8. Wait, is that right? No, that would not be right. Rename this. Backup 9. That. Okay. Cut. Go into here again. Paste. Uh, rename rooms backup 8. This is going to have all those deals, and then this is also going to have No, this is gonna have the. Wait a second. Oh, that's right. Move back up 8. No, 8. No. Let's rename this. Rename this. Rename this 88. Rename this 9. Rename this 8. And there we go. Okay. Now, go back here. Copy. Paste. And rename this. It's going to rename it back up. Okay. And let's go to layout tool data. Goes for help. Okay. We're gonna have to do something for this too, but let's go into here. Let's go ahead and cut this. Let's go into here. Paste. Original ask for replacing files. Select a new name for the destination. Layout tool, backup. One, like that. Rename. Okay, so this is the older ones, and this is the slightly older ones. Okay, that'll probably be all right. Now, layout tool data, though, we're going to have to make a copy of it. Copy, paste, and call this, rename it. I'm going to rename it backup. Okay, and I'm going to take this layout tool data here, and I'm going to remove everything. I'm going to remove all the, this is the current layout tool data here. So anyone that doesn't have an A dash in front of it, excluding the first two, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. There we go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Delete. Okay. So now, if we go to Rooms, open a new tab, go back to Layout Tool Data. Right, it has, and the README is extra. It doesn't need to be in there even, but yeah. So this looks correct. Let's go back in here. Let's go to backup, and let's go ahead and remove the -A's in the backup copy because we don't need the extra. So the A dashes go. A dash, 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 delete. Okay, so this is the old thing, the old metadata, and this is the new current metadata. Now, let's go ahead here and close this. Let's reload save scene. Now let's save room data. Scene, reload, save scene. Save scene doesn't matter about your unchanges. Now let's go back over here to here. Now tool data. And that is still like it's supposed to be, right? Okay, good. Good. Okay, so let's go here and doing. Okay, so this is where where the interesting part goes. Okay. So now that we've got this backed up, actually let me see something here. Let's go into we'll go into rooms and we'll do this first one. It's here. I'll just bring it over here. We can just delete that. Okay. Here goes for help. /n/n//. Tries to figure out a way to get Quicksilver Ticket John. Okay, that's good. I'm just making sure that what am I thinking? What am I saying? I guess I didn't need to make sure that that was anything. Drop that. Okay. Okay, so this means that I should be. Oh, I know what I was. Let's go to the current rooms back up here. And it's basically the same thing. Okay, that's really all I wanted to know. I wanted to know if it was the same as it was. So that means I can totally remove all of this here. Well, maybe I shouldn't though. I just thought about it. Yeah, we don't want to do that just yet. What we want to do though is we're going to add oh, that's another interesting thing here. I'm going to have to rename all of those files too when I go in there. So they're going to have their own names, which is will be I don't know, will be kind of tedious sort of, but will also be kind of necessary. So let's see for a moment. I guess okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do a rename. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, right? We'll save that there. We're gonna go ahead and add a room, blank room. We're going to go ahead and actually it's not going to be this. This is the preface. I'm going to take this down here, and we are going to go here. We get help. We're going to copy this. We're actually going to copy everything here, pretty much. Select all. Copy. Okay. We are going to go into here. We're going to paste it here. Paste. Okay. Chapter 1. If it goes for help. And honestly, well, this isn't going to matter. I'm going to leave the title the same as it was. I'm not going to worry about the title name. In fact, I don't have the name. No, I have chapter name in here too. But I'm not going to worry about that being that. Um, so it'll be 1A and then, um, okay, so I'm going to do that. But the other thing I'm going to do here is, and that's he goes for help. That should be up here. And then this should be down here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to copy this. Copy. Go into here. Paste ID. One. And I'm going to label it Z. Here it goes for help. Might actually change. So I might have a chapter name and a. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that just yet. Just because of the size of the page and stuff, the way I was keeping the page sizes so that I'd have room for the choices and stuff. But if it all goes well, these will be short, and I'll be able to put them in here. And so, you know what? I'm gonna just keep them the same. I'll put in their actual names later, but we're gonna use the same. We're even gonna use the same label here. Copy, and we're gonna go ahead and the label. We're gonna paste that, and we are going to go ahead and have a door to Z. So this is going to go to 1 Z Hubert goes for help, like so. Okay. And then, of course, when it comes down to here, this is going to go to. I need to copy the door. Oh, I just screwed up. Actually, I didn't really screw up though. Yes, I did. Well, I didn't really either. So we'll copy this. Copy. No, this. Copy. Go into here. Door specs. Paste. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here and replace the actual name with the actual ID with the destination ID with the proper one. So that will be paste that. And I should be able to save room data and it should go properly to the right thing, which it does. How about that? Not bad? Okay. So, this is the first part. And then, let's do this. And we'll go ahead and close this and we'll save room data. We'll pull it back up. Control S. Save room data. And check that out. Okay, so this is wait. Okay, so actually we want to go to this one because now we're going to modify this one. All right. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here. That. Now we're going to okay. As John goes in, let's see. He scans the inside of the store briefly and goes directly to the Benny Wonky display. John grabs a chocolate bar and then pays for it and then leaves. Okay. Now we're gonna assume I might have to temper this a little bit because the two different ways was like I'll have to I'll have to examine um I'll have to examine first. After opening, he sees a silver ticket inside, pulls it out, reads the fine print around the edge, and a portal opens. John steps through. Uh, through the portal into what appears to be a train cabin. Okay, so this is where we get into this issue of okay. And it notices a beautiful young woman front. In the front. I don't know, in the front, at the front. Um, Control C. There's actually quite a bit of text here, but uh you see a a blue cloak. I guess we'll just do that. Enforcer leaves. and spots invert approaching, and Hubert introduces himself and tells him to follow. Tells John to follow. And they both start walking. Okay. Actually, kind of like that. Whoop. Okay. Go S. Save room data. Okay. And so if we play this, it'll be a bit long text, but that's okay because I'm gonna change that in a little bit. Yeah, there's some scrolly. That's okay. It won't be scrolly for long. Okay, and then we go to 1 here, and then we have this, which is kind of large, but it won't be that large once I get rid of the other parts. In fact, I can probably do that right about now anyways, and then I have to call it a day because I'm supposed to be done now. Back's bothering me. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and delete. We'll go ahead and delete that too, just to do with that. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to delete stuff. Actually going to delete that stuff too. This is on the other side. Okay. Control S just to save the scene so it doesn't squawk at me. And save the room data. And I'm going to check and see if everything is still cool here. A, Huber goes for help. Z, Huber goes for help, which we'll rename later. But right now it's not A and Z. And everything looks good. And I guess I'm gonna call it a day. I know I didn't get to the actual layout tool today, but I really wanted to get started on this. I'm not even halfway through it. Well, we're almost through it, you know. So let's say, see that kind of doesn't help doing it every 2 days, because you know what that means. If I do it every 2 days, then instead of 20 days, it's going to take 40 days. And it's probably going to take longer than that because at some point I'm going to run out of old stuff to put in that I'll have to make up some new ones. So I don't know. I guess we'll say the end of March, right? April 1st won't be April Fools. It'll actually be it'll be if I can do this, if I can keep on this, it's going to I'm gonna be completely done. We'll say I'm completely done with everything for phase one. Phase one is going to be done at the end of March. I'm going to try to make that happen. I don't know if I can make it happen, but I'm going to try to make it happen. Okay. Even if it means cutting into my layout tool creation time, because I took this whole. It wasn't a whole year. It was like 6 to 9 months somewhere in there that I was working on the original version, right? So it'll still be like less time. It'll still be about 4 months. We'll say 4 months from this point till I get the narrative pass all done and I get it finished, and we'll say uploaded itch.io, hopefully for the web, because they do have a way of publishing this on the web. Probably even the 3D stuff. I don't know the extent of the 3D stuff, and I don't really have like. I mean, these are 3D objects, so that's not too tasking. So if it can do it if it can do it on the web, I'll just upload it as a web deal that you can play around with. Anyways, so I want to thank you for watching or listening, depending on what you were doing. And tomorrow, I'll come back tomorrow and we'll see if we can finish up chapter 1, which I think we have a good chance of doing. I don't have to make up a bunch of stuff on here. I can use, like I said, use the old deals. We'll have to do some file rearranging, some renaming, some, redo the doors, that sort of thing. In fact, I can probably drop it in as directly, and then I can gradually add. I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow I should be able to finish up chapter 1. We'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to finish chapter 1. We'll try. We'll try it. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yep. See you later, Rook. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching part 2.